Is Lex Luthor bi? Now that Superman is on HBO Max, I can watch it multiple times. And this most recent rewatch had me thinking that Lex may be bi. Let me show my work. First, I have to highlight a comic called Irredeemable, written by Mark Waid. No, this isn't a DC comic. This was actually published by Boom Studios. This story is important because it's one of those what if Superman was evil tropes, but also because Mark Waid wrote Birthright after, which was quoted by James Gunn to be one of the readings that would help you understand his take on Superman. Mark Waid also is right now writing The Last Days of Lex Luthor, which is incredible, but I digress. I really want to highlight his work on Irredeemable, which was essentially his audition to write Superman. And in it, his villain, Modius, I believe that's how you said his name, I've only read it, who is his Lex Luthor character, is madly in love with the Superman character, Plutonian. It's not just hinted in the comic, he's jealous of his lover, and it is a driving force for his hate of the Superman character. Now, bearing that in mind, and remembering that Mark Waid was also responsible for Birthright, which was a little bit of an inspiration for the Superman that we saw in the movie, let's now examine the relationship between Lex and Superman in this film. Lex outright admits that his hate for Superman is rooted in envy. And I know he's one of the smartest people in the world, but what if he just couldn't articulate the source of his hate? What if a piece of the hate that he has for Superman is the fact that he can never have him? When he captures Superman and brings him to his pocket universe, one of the things he's sure to say to Superman is, "Alien is not my type." Why would he say something so flirt-coded, you know? You also see in that pocket universe that he jailed one of his ex-girlfriends for blogging about her experiences dating him. But if that blog insinuated that he's queer and he didn't want that out, I would also explain why he keeps women like Eve as a trophy. Because he needs to keep a facade up, especially while he's dealing with countries like Moravia that clearly has traditional values. Now, the reason why I say he's bi is because there's clearly some type of chemistry between him and the engineer. Personally, I think that's more rooted in the fact that he created her in a sense. He's just narcissistic in that way. But also I have another headcanon that I need to work out, that he's been arranging accidents of beautiful novella stars and turning them into cyborgs. That's why the engineer's like that. And also Sasha Bardo. Fun fact, both these actresses actually were on the same novella at one time, which is very cute. But yeah, it's made very clear in this film that Lex's hate for Superman is for the things that he can never get. And while he articulates it as the power that he can't get, maybe a piece of it is the buns. Maybe he wants a taste of Superman. Like, who can blame him? I just found that interesting and I wanted to share. Tell me, what are your thoughts on Lex's views on Superman? Let me know in my comments below.